Hi, and welcome to episode number 17 of Ask Ian. My name is Ian Westerman, and I'm the head pro at EssentialTennis.com, where it's my mission to bring passionate instruction to passionate tennis players all over the world, just like you. Today, we're going to be answering a question from Anne, who wrote to me and said, I want to win every point. It seems, for instance, when I win 2 points in a row, I will lose 2 in a row after that, etc. I wonder, how can I train myself in wanting to win every point? Is it only focus, or is it something else? Okay, and this is an incredibly destructive attitude and focus to have. Really, most importantly, or the biggest reason why that's true, is simply because it's an impossible thing to attain. You're not going to win every point, ever. I mean, if you watch tennis on TV, the US Open is playing right now. I don't care who you are, what your ranking is, what your seeding is, you will not win every point. In fact, when you're evenly or fairly matched, winning 2, 3, 4, 5 points in a row is very uncommon, much less winning every point. Usually what you describe is pretty much standard. I win a couple, you win a couple, and there's a back and forth. Now, of course, when there's a lopsided match, then that might not be the case. It might be I win 4, you win 1, but is that really what you want for all your matches? Do you really want to win every point of every match? Would that actually be fun anymore? I think a lot of times tennis players and amateur competitors, by amateur I mean somebody who's not paid to play their particular sport or activity, I think amateur competitors a lot of times think that if they would win easy every time, they'd be so happy. And that's what success would be, when I don't even have to try hard anymore, and I just beat everybody. And I win 6-0, 6-0 every time because, Anne said, is it my focus? Anne's focus is so good that she never misses a shot and she never loses a point. That's kind of ridiculous. And even if it was possible, which it's not possible, you will make mistakes. You will make unforced errors, no matter how good you become. Even if it was possible, it wouldn't really even be fun anymore. You would get bored with it and you would move on to something else. My biggest piece of advice for you, Anne, is to start to, as strange as it may sound, especially if you've had this kind of focus and this kind of expectation on yourself, as strange as it might sound, my number one piece of advice for you is to start enjoying the struggle. Start enjoying the battle back and forth. That's what makes it fun, is it's challenging. If it wasn't challenging at all, I can promise you that you would stop enjoying it very quickly. So rather than missing a shot, losing a point, and throwing up your arms and saying, oh, my focus is so low, there's no way I should have lost that point, just say, you know what? That's life. So I made a mistake. It's going to happen every time you step out onto the court. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Roger Federer. Literally, you're going to make mistakes every time you step out onto the court. So rather than take that and get down on yourself and become negative emotionally, say, all right, well, there's a challenge. The next time I'm in that situation, I'm going to try hard to do better, to hit the middle of the racket, or put a little more spin on that shot so it doesn't float, or lift it a little more so it doesn't go into the net, or whatever. Challenge yourself to raise your level of game just that little bit more the next time. And not with the idea that eventually I'm going to make a billion improvements and I'll never miss a forehand again. No, that's ridiculous. That will never happen. The whole idea is to love that challenge and make that be what fuels your intensity, your enjoyment, your desire to continue to play tennis. Make that your motivation, that the challenge of it and the love and the enjoyment of that challenge. So hopefully that makes sense, Anne. And I don't mean this to be discouraging at all. Maybe it is. I mean, if you've truly had the goal and the expectation that, eventually I'm just going to win every point. I'm sure you didn't mean that literally, but maybe you meant, a 9 out of 10 or something like that, which is still a ridiculous goal, winning 9 out of 10, opponent after opponent after opponent. It's not going to happen. So I suppose if you've literally had that kind of expectation, maybe what I'm telling you might sound really pessimistic. Maybe it sounds really negative. I like to think that I'm a realist. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, all you have to do is just watch on TV. Just watch the pros. They make mistakes all the time. So trust me, if it's okay for them, it's more than okay for us. And the mistakes will happen. Take it in stride. And not only take it in stride, but learn to enjoy the process of continuing to work on improving your game a little bit at a time. If you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and click like if you're watching on YouTube. And if you have any general comments or questions about anything that I just went over, you can leave those down below. Also, if you have a topic or a question that you'd like me to cover in a future episode of Ask Ian, you can leave that down below as well. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel here on Essential Tennis, rather here on YouTube, so you don't miss out on any future episodes of Ask Ian. And with that, I'd just simply like to say thank you for your time and your attention today. Take care and good luck with your tennis.